What's up, guys? My name's Jonathan. This is my Canon, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cannoneer. Now, today we've got a subscriber shot special by the infamous Evan Perry, and today we're going to be shooting his motor Madness Slugs. So I'll meet you guys over at the range in just a second and give you guys a close-up look at all of his awesome designs. He did send us a couple different designs that he made, and I'll show you guys what they look like, give you guys all the details in just a second. But before we head on over to the range, if you guys are interested in maybe checking out some of Evan's other designs, I'll link a couple of them up here. And if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and drop down below and hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you guys are going to want to keep up with all the fun stuff that we've got coming out in the future that we're going to be shooting with the Canon and out of the Canon. And if you guys are maybe interested in being like Evan and sending us a projectile of your own design to test out of the Canon here, all the information for the subscriber shot special will be down in the description below. And last but not least, I'd like to take just a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, PCBWay. So you guys know that I've been working with PCBWay for a while now, and in fact we've actually completed 3 full projects together, and we've got 2 more in the works, including the rifled slug that you guys just recently selected as our newest project together. But anyway, I just wanted to remind you guys why you should keep PCBWay in mind for your next project. First off, their website is awesome and incredibly easy to use. All you have to do is select the service that you'd like to take advantage of, upload your project files, fill out a couple of details, get your instant quote, and then wait for your newest project to arrive. Second, PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all the things that you need for your newest projects. They have things like CNC, 3D printing, printed circuit boards, laser engraving, and all kinds of other services to get your newest project from just a drawing on a piece of paper to something that you can hold in your hand. And last but not least, PCBWay does great work. So far I've taken advantage of 2 of their services, and both of those project results have turned out amazing. I've loved them so far, and I think you guys will be very pleased if you decide to pick PCBWay for your next project. So if PCBWay sounds right for your next project, be sure to check them out using my link in the pinned comment as well as the description below, and tell them that the Cannoneer sent you. And now back to today's video. Okay, y'all, we got another subscriber shot special today by Evan Perry, and Evan sent us today what he calls his motor Madness shells. Now, these are made out of electric motors. You guys can see they've got the copper wrapper still around them, copper wire still all the way wrapped around it. He sent us a couple of different sizes of these, so I'll show you guys an up-close good view of what they look like when we shoot them out, but we're going to be starting with the smaller ones and see how these do with 400 grains of powder and see if we can catch them on our chronograph. So let's load one of these up. We got a smaller one with a shorter barrel and a longer one with a longer stem there. So let's load these up and see what happens. Okay, y'all, well, we missed with that shorter one just by a hair. So we're gonna put the small one in with the little longer stem and see if we can take out that Coke bottle. And for this version, we're also gonna put it in that way, so we'll see what happens. Okay, y'all, we're up here at our target. Nice hole from that one we just shot, from the first one we shot. The axle rod from that second one stuck right in there inside of our backstop, which is just a tabletop. And I found the projectile right here. So, looks like it did a pretty good number on the projectile, which of wood shavings and grains and pieces of stuff still stuck in there. And we are using that lawnmower as our backstop from our earlier video, and it went right through the seat, blew out the front right there, big old hole. Not sure what it came to rest at, but it was down there on the tarp. So let's load up one of Evan's other designs and see what we can do with his Motor Madness. Okay, y'all, we got another one of Evan's designs up this time, and it's a little bit longer, just a touch down on this end. So the other ones are about right here. This one's about just a little bit longer on the end. So we're gonna load this up with 400 grains of powder and see what happens. Okay, well, I think our table broke. So there's our vest embedded in the table. I'll show you guys around back of that what it looks like. Pushed it about halfway through. Hopefully we caught our Motor Madness shell. So let's pull that out of there and see what we have inside of that vest, if anything. Okay, well, here's our Motor Madness slug caught inside of that vest. So let me pull that out of there, if I can get it out of there. There's the stem, and there you guys can see. Right there, and here's the actual slug itself, if it's not just so totally embedded, which it kind of is, inside of our Kevlar. So there's the slug itself. Looks like it's in fairly decent shape. So let's load up another one of Evan's designs and see what happens. Okay, y'all, we got another one of these same size Motor Madness shells, and we got some ballistics gel down there. So let's see what this does against our Motor Madness shells. We found out if you load them this way into the cannon with the barrel pointing down and this part coming out, they seem to fly a little bit more accurately. So that's what we're gonna stick to from here on out. So let's see what this does against our ballistics gel. Okay, y'all, it blew our table to bits. So our table is now an X table. There's a piece of gel over there, piece of gel over there, piece of gel over there on the ground. And our big chunk is right here, blown to smithereens. So there you go with that. Flip it over. Oh, looks like probably our entrance somewhere over here. We'll have to check that out on our high speed and see what it looks like and how that flew. But there is a piece of gel stuck up on our backstop. So that did a pretty good number on that. So let's load up another one of Evan's designs and see what we can do. Okay, guys, up next we've got one of Evan's medium design Motor Madness shells. So it's about a medium length. We got a little bit bigger one than this too. We're gonna load this up with 400 grains of powder. And for our target, we've got one of our 3A body armor plates that we know a lead ball with 400 grains will not go through, 800 no problem. And behind that, we got a ballistics gel chunk. So let's load this up and see what happens. Well, there's our plate, and there's a hole straight through it on the backside. So, Motor Madness shell, 3A body armor plate, Motor Madness shell's gonna win. So let's load up one of his big giant designs and see what we can do with it. Okay, y'all, for our last shot with Evan's Motor Madness Slugs, we've got the largest of them. It's quite long, still the same kind of a motor design. So we're gonna load this up with 800 grains of black powder and see if we can put this through our Kevlar vest down there. And if not, we've got a Coke bottle behind it to see that energy transfer. So let's touch this off and see what happens. Okay, well, here's the carnage. Our Coke bottle is blown to pieces. Our vest is all the way back here. Let's see if we caught that slug on the inside. I think we did. Maybe. Let's see. I don't feel it. Oh, sure, we caught. Yeah, it is right there. So let's see if we can get it out of there. Ooh, it's still smoking hot. Woo! So there you go. Nicely embedded in that Kevlar. Nice and smushed. Kind of a cool deformation. Got some Kevlar caught on the back of it there. Screaming hot. But there you go. I think that's a pretty good way to end our video. Evan, awesome little Motor Madness slugs. Incredibly accurate. I would not want to get hit with one of them. Okay, here's the ones that we caught. Then I was able to recover as well. So a couple of them were caught in the ballistics vest. You can see the Kevlar in them, and the rest of them were just found around. So that's the aftermath of the ones that I was able to find. Well, guys, that was a fun one, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. How did Evan's Motor Madness slugs perform? Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys thought was his best design, the big ones or the little ones. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys also have any questions or comments about the cannon, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer those for you as well down in the comments. Well, thanks again, guys, for hanging out here till the end of the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like. It's really going to help us get this video out into the world of YouTube. Thanks again for Evan for sending us your designs. I really appreciate you being a part of the channel. If you guys didn't check out some of his other videos, be sure to do that. He's got some awesome designs. I'll link a couple of them up here as well at the end of the video. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested in maybe sending us a projectile of your own like Evan, don't forget about the subscriber shot special. All the information is down in the description. Once again, guys, my name's Jonathan. This is my cannon, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of The Cannoneer.